Well, good morning, everybody. Hey, it is Melanie Mitro here, and we are live on July the 3rd with Business Tip Tuesday. And I feel like I'm finally getting back into a rhythm and a flow after being away at our annual conference. And then we've got a holiday week and we've got some friends coming in to visit us. So it is always wild and crazy, but isn't that the joy of this business and having the ability to say, you know what? I can work anywhere, I can work anytime, I can crush out all of the most important activities, and then I can enjoy and spend time with friends and family. And I truly believe like that is the coolest thing about what we do. So I was brainstorming, what I wanted to talk to you about today. And I have been over the past 2 weeks getting an obscene amount of messages from people. Good morning, Pam. An obscene amount of messages from people telling me that they can't do the business because of their age. They have tried the business in the past and they've failed. I have people that tell me they've done everything. They watched every training video that I've ever put out there, and they just don't feel like they can be successful in this business, that it's just not for them. And as I was listening to people, and it was just like infuriating me, the amount of just excuses and reasons that people were validating why it was that they couldn't reach success. And so I had to just take a step back and I just had to say to myself, all right, I just need to give some truth talk today because I believe that there probably are people that are listening to this right now that have been doing a business opportunity for a few years, a few months, and you're already questioning yourself as to whether or not you can be successful, right? And so here is what I want to tell you. Number one, it does not matter your age when it comes to starting a business. It does not matter if you are fit, if you have children, if you don't have children. It doesn't matter if you're married or divorced or widowed. Your current life situation. I had a call with a new coach yesterday that was homeless for like 4 years of her life, and she went back to school and she's taking charge of that, and she's like, I'm gonna use that as my story. All right, I have coaches that sign up and they're 8 months pregnant and they rock Success Club 20 and start a new challenge group in their last month of their pregnancy. It doesn't have anything to do with your life situation where you're at right now. Your success is entirely up to you and the mindset and the story that you are telling yourself. And so instead of constantly placing the blame on something else, I want you to look in the mirror and say, it's up to me to be successful in this business and do what I want to do. And so, even when you're defining your market, you're defining your niche, don't say to me or your coach, but I don't have kids or I'm pregnant right now. Guess what? Own that. Use that as part of your story. If you don't have kids, then talk about being a dog mom or a cat mom or an aunt or, talk about something different. If you don't need to be any kind of mom and you're just like rocking your own style and you love to travel, then own that too. But if you are constantly saying to yourself, but I'm not this, but I'm not that, or when I get to 100 followers, I'll be successful, or when I've got 10,000, or I don't have the swipe up, so I can't be successful, that's just a line of BS. You're giving yourself an excuse. So anyways, I see this all of the time, and I get people that tell me they've done all of the training. The second thing is, again, there's no right or wrong way, right? There's no right or wrong way to build a business. Secondly, you have to believe that you're capable of it. I think a lot of times we say to ourselves, I'm going to give this a good effort, but if it doesn't work out in a couple of months, then I'll just do something different. No big deal. And you quit. Or you say to yourselves, like, I'm going to give this a try and I'm really going to give it all I've got. And then you don't make time for it because you start cleaning your house and you're going to the grocery store and you decide you're going to go have cocktails with a friend, and so you make excuses. You don't set business hours, or during your business hours, you are scrolling Insta stories. You are collecting hours and hours of training and you are not implementing everything. Or every time somebody pops up live on your Facebook, you're watching their Facebook lives and you are a collector of information and you spend 8 hours a day training for your Beachbody business or whatever business you're doing, and you haven't invited a single person in 30 days. Guys, If you're not successful, it is because you're not doing the right activities. And you might be doing activities, you might be inviting, but if you're not refining yourself in the process, if you're cold inviting and you are just throwing yourself out there and you don't have any rhyme or reason and all of the moving parts aren't coming together, that's why you're not being successful. So you have to really be real with yourself. Stop passing the buck to your upline, to the team that you do or don't have, to the lack of training or the overwhelming amount of training or the distractions, and take responsibility for your business and for your actions. If you're a collector of information, then recognize that. Christy, I see that you commented that. Like, now what are you gonna do about it? All right, I am not gonna be a collector of information. I will do my power hour first, and then I will watch a training video. I will invite, I will follow up, I will add contacts, I will post on social media, and then I will scroll the newsfeed, and then I will look at Insta stories. But be disciplined. And again, nobody needs to motivate you. You have to motivate yourself. You have to have a very crystal clear picture of what it is that you want to accomplish, and then you have to take action towards that. And the only person that is responsible for that success, my friends, is you. All right? Okay, so moving on. Now, the other thing too is in this process of inviting and following up and adding contacts, your social media has to match that. Your social media is your storefront. So if you are posting the exact same sweaty selfie, the exact same, week after week, people are tuning you out. If you aren't sharing your own success story, if you're not a product of the product, right? Sorry, my husband's outside cutting the grass. But if you aren't a product of the product, you aren't sharing your weekly updates, talking about your nutrition, your fitness, you're not motivating people, you're not supporting them in their journey, and you aren't showing that very publicly when you're sending invites to people to join whatever business opportunity you're a part of, they're gonna creep your page first. And so if I creeped on my coach's page and she didn't have a transformation, or she wasn't on her journey, or she wasn't sharing great quality content that made me say, like, she looks happy, I gotta be a part of that, then I probably wouldn't have joined, right? And so that's something you have to consider is, am I getting all the parts? You can't just have one part and not all of the parts. You need the invites, the new contacts, the social media updates, the calls to action, the follow-ups. What is on your vital behavior, your tracking sheet that your upline, whoever sponsored you gives you, or that your team gives you? You need to be making sure that every day before you go to bed at night, you did activities that move your business forward. And there are going to be a lot of things that don't actually give you any return on your investment. So make sure it's a return on the investment kind of activities. All right, so some of you are definitely saying that you are doing it backwards and that you are a collector of information. So now it's time to take action. You know what? And you know what? You may get off this call today and you may take massive action. And then you may get objection after objection after objection. And that is normal. That is reality. Not everybody's going to be as excited as you are to start this business venture. But here's the thing. You're going to keep inspiring them. And just because they say no, it doesn't mean no, not ever. It just means no, not right now. And if they ignore you, you're going to follow up and you're going to keep showing up, and you are going to be so magnetic and so attractive on social media because there is just confidence exuding from every ounce of your body. And if you aren't confident, what are you going to do about it? You are going to surround yourself with confident people. You're going to surround yourself with the dreamers and the doers. You're going to listen to personal development when you're in the car, when you're cooking dinner, when you're doing laundry, when you're getting dressed in the morning, and you are going to listen to things that tell you that you are a badass and you can freaking do this business. So excuses must go out the window. Out the window. I don't want to hear them. It is all, you can do this business. It is not a saturated market. There are 1,000 skincare products out there. There are 1,000 nutritional companies out there. There are thousands of every kind of business. There are thousands of chiropractors and gyms you can join, for that anybody can go to. But it is about you standing out and saying to yourself, I have the grit, I have the vision, I know how I'm going to help people, and I don't care how many times I fail or how many times I fall backwards, I will get back up. All right? So I don't want to hear the excuses. They are irrelevant and they have no grounds. There is a problem. and there will be a solution. And if we have a problem, we are going to try 1,000 different solutions until we figure out what the right solution is. There is no quitting and there is no failure unless you literally fold up shop and turn in your cancellation. All right, so you can do this business. All right, so I really hope that this helps you as you're beginning to think about the excuses and the narrative that you're telling yourself and the work that you're doing. And I want you to be self-reflective. That is part of being a good business owner, is always strategically saying, where can I tweak? Where can I grow? Where can I learn? All right, do me a favor. Share this episode today. Share it with somebody you think needs to hear it. Tag a friend if you're listening to this live on Facebook. Tag a friend if you're listening to it on IGTV. It'll be up on the podcast too. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Wanted to keep it short and sweet because I want to give you time to stop collecting information and take action. So don't you dare go listen to another live video. I want to see you all rocking your business hours because I know it's a busy 4th of July week. So get yourselves into action and then come back next week and I want to hear the successes that you have had. All right, guys, take care and I will see you later. Bye, everybody.